Hello, everyone. I don't know what happened tonight. I thought I was live and I wasn't, but I am live now. Come on in, tune in. Hey guys, what's going on? Come on into the channel. Let me go on Twitter real quick and let some folks know that I'm live now. Hold on just 1 second. Um, um, let me do this real quick. Come on back. Let me go get this together. Hello, everybody. Come on in. I don't know what happened tonight, y'all. I really don't. Like, I thought I was live a little earlier, but I guess I wasn't. Anywho, tonight is going to be short because I'm already late with my show tonight. Um, Hopefully, y'all can hear me well. I decided to go back to the other software Vices using the one. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Thank you. But I wanted to come tonight to talk about a few things. Number one, if you saw the title of it, it's going to be about Andrew Yang. I'm going to talk about a little bit about him, but I really wanted to get into what James Carville said in regards to the comments he made on Morning Joe's show yesterday. And I really wanted to get into that because I think it was very, very disrespectful to Black folks. So I'm gonna bring that in a little bit. Hopefully the audio works so y'all can hear them. If not, I do have closed caption on so y'all can read it. But tonight is a New Hampshire primary. And for all intents and purposes, it seems like Bernie Sanders is going to win the New Hampshire primary. No surprise to anybody who watched the New Hampshire primary last time. What's shocking to me is how poorly Joe Biden is doing. I really would have thought that, he would have probably peeled off some of the voters and did fairly well. Obviously, his campaign is tanking right now. And for him to have been the vice president to Obama and to be performing poorly in the first two, campaign states is very telling. What's up, Reggie? Thanks for tuning in, man. So, if y'all don't know what happened tonight as well, the Yang Gang is no more. There's no more math. Yes, the Yang Gang is gone. He suspended his campaign after two poorly showings in both Iowa and New Hampshire. No surprise to me. I mean, I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. I thought he probably would have been out before Kamala was and Cory Booker, but Yang stuck around for a little bit, and now he's gone. I guess the math wasn't right, so they got him on up out of here. They know that UBI stuff wasn't going to fly. People didn't think it was realistic, I guess, so they decided to depart him. And that's exactly what they did. They didn't turn out to vote, so it's going to be interesting. Pete Buttigieg is in second place in New Hampshire, was in a virtual tie in Iowa. And for Black voters, we're going to have to have some come to Jesus meeting, because it seems like it's going to come down to three people who, for all intents and purposes, don't have a Black agenda in any of their campaigns. And that's Amy Klobuchar, Pete Buttigieg, and Bernie Sanders. We are in trouble, Black people, in the Democratic Party right now. So I'm gonna play this clip from James Carville on MSNBC show the other day, and I want y'all to listen to what he said, because I think this is very, very telling. I think it's very, very telling as to what they think about Black Democrats. So I'm gonna play it for y'all.
Politics. I'm not about a revolution. I'm not an ideologue. Politics means building coalitions. It means listening to people. It means shaping a message that you can do. It means understanding what's going on in America. It means being able to go in an African American church and give a speech and relate to people and not talk about reparations or any kind of goofy left wing thing out there. Talk about baby bonds. You can do that. You can do that.
Okay. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what he said? The man just got up there and said, it's not about talking about anything goofy like reparations. It's not, we shouldn't be talking about anything goofy like reparations. Talk about baby bonds. It means going into an African American church and giving a speech. Now, for the people who don't know who James Carville is a Clintonite. He has very, very close ties. He's from Louisiana, very, very tight with the Clintons, was a campaign manager. And yes, Lisa, yeah, he probably does. He's speaking for the party. This is how they feel about the black Democratic vote. He, in all intents and purposes, clearly came out and said, we don't care about income inequality. We don't care about reparations. We don't care about a black agenda. We don't care about prison reform, criminal justice reform. We don't care about policing reform. We don't care about a lineage wealth gap. We don't care about any of that stuff. All you got to do is take your white ass, pardon my French, to a black church, make a speech, make it sound compelling, and let the black votes come to you. You ain't got to go in there and talk about any of their issues. They're going to vote for you regardless. And if history proves it right, we've been doing this for 50 years, and this is the reason why we don't have the things in our communities that we need. We have given away our black vote for 50 years to this party. This man is 75 years old. So that means that when we started voting for them, he was 25. He was 25 when we started voting for this party. So he's been around his whole entire adult life. His entire adult life, he's been around. And this is what they think about us. They don't care about our issues. What they care about is you going to the polls and voting. That's what they care about. Nothing more, nothing less. And we got to ask ourselves about this. Because when I heard him say that, it really, really made me think, what message is being projected to the public, to us, right? So they want to make it seem like they're inclusive to us, right? They want to make it seem like they are talking about black issues, right? So they bring it up in the debate, talking about, let's talk about criminal justice reform, because that seems like to be the only thing that they can talk about that has something to do with black folks, right? Like all black people are criminals. But we know the numbers. We know about stop and frisk. We know about over sentencing. We know about people getting convicted of crimes that they were not, now they're being exonerated from because there was lack of evidence, or they had lack of really good attorneys. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have good legal counsel. So we know about all these things. We know about the plea deals that get done. So if you're looking at life, you take a plea deal for 20 years because that's about the best thing that you're going to get from a public defender, a plea deal. We know about all these things. And they want to come to us and say, none of our issues matter. Just get your black behind to the polls. That's the thing that really, really, really is bothering me tonight. And Friday, you made a good point. If they could figure out how to wrangle our ability to vote away, they would. James Carville, what he basically said in no uncertain terms is that the white Democrats don't give a damn about black Democrats. They don't care about us at all. They just know that they're a little better than the Republicans. Like I said, the man was already grown when this strategy started. So he's been around. So and it's not like he's not he's just on TV talking. This man was a strategist, right? During the Clinton years. He is involved with all these folks. He knows these people on a personal level, hangs out with them. So he knows the real strategy. Now we have to ask ourselves, because where do we fall in this party if our issues don't matter? How much leverage do we really have if James Carville feels that he can go on national TV and say the only thing that you got to go do is do a speech in the black church? That's what we got to ask ourselves. Do we even have any leverage? Is there any leverage for us in this party? Is someone of his stature that's in the party, that's a big time donor, is saying this stuff? That's what we got to ask ourselves. And if we don't have a position in the party, where do we go? What's up, fam? Where do we go if we don't have a position in the Democratic Party? If their main donors are conveying the message that we don't care about black issues? We already know we're not trickling over to the Republican side, because they are maybe even worse. So now we are stuck. How do we leverage our votes in a manner as a bloc to get what we want and not be beholden to ideology that we don't subscribe to? How do we make the Democratic Party feel it, so the Jane Carvilles of the world can go die off somewhere? That's what we got to figure out. That's what 2020 is about. That's what down ballot voting is about. That's about abstaining from the primaries. That's about having low turnout is about. That's what we have to be doing. Because they're not taking us serious. And they get on TV, get all these pundits, they talk about black issues, they talk about black votes. You hear them all, hey, the vote, what happened in New Hampshire and Iowa doesn't matter, right? The real voting doesn't start until we get to the more diverse states like Nevada and South Carolina, where they have a high concentration of African-American votes, right? So they are banking on us turning out in record numbers, because it's anybody on the Democratic side is better than Trump. So we have to ask ourselves, realistically, where do we fall in this? Where do we fall in as activists? How are we going to allow ourselves to be succumb to this? What are we going to do that's going to shape the electorate to the way that we want it to be shaped? How is our advocacy going to factor into that? Who are we going to vote into office that are going to be talking about our issues and fighting for us? Those are the things that we have to ask. Because right now, it's getting to the point where I'm looking at these candidates, and I'm like, I just don't see it. I'm losing faith every single day. Tom Steyer is talking about reparations, but to the white moderate, that's goofy talk. That's our lifeline. That's how we close the lineage wealth gap. That's how we get a better future for our children and our children's children. That's how we build wealth and a legacy for our families. But it's goofy talk. What do y'all think? Hit me up in the chat. Tell me what y'all think. Because I'm just confused right now. Long-term goals. Yep. Long-term goals on a short-term agenda. The long game, right? That's what it is. Yeah. You know, I'm just, hey, I'm just shocked right now. I'm literally shocked right now. And they're going to do this with us or without us, right? Well, I'll say this. They're going to do it with us doing what we're doing right now. They can't win without us. They know that. And that's what's so funny about this, right? These folks know they can't win elections without the black vote. But we got an issue inside the black community, especially among ADOS people, especially among the descendants of slaves. We have a big issue. And the issue is we got boomers that are hell-bent on subscribing to ideology that abstaining from voting is a vote for Trump. And that somehow or another, their fight during the civil rights era is a prequel to us going to the polls no matter what. Like, I don't know how they tied those two things together. Because I should be able to choose whether I want to exercise my right to vote and go to the polls and actually cast a ballot, or exercise my right to vote and not vote at all. Yeah, that might be it. Vote down. Just let Rome burn, as me and Reggie say. Let it burn down, and then they'll learn their lesson. Because right now they're taking us for granted. They're taking us for granted. Just keep watching these. Watch CNN and MSNBC over the next few weeks after they get done with South Carolina. Let's see what type of voter turnout there is, and we'll have this discussion a little more in depth. I'm gonna be curious to see how the turnout is in South Carolina, how enthusiastic it is. See if Biden is telling the truth about his stronghold in the Deep South. That's gonna tell us a lot about this party and where our brothers and sisters, their ideology is in the South. Because I'm a Southern boy, I'm from Georgia. And I can tell you this, blacks in Georgia are more moderate than you think they are. They're not really liberal. So a person like Biden could come in there and win. I don't see Sanders winning in the South. I mean, he didn't win last time and he got boat raced in the South. And it's probably going to happen again. But I don't see Buttigieg winning in the South. Blacks are too much like white evangelicals in the South. They share the same biblical principles, and they kind of live in the 1950s and 60s. So when Jim Clyburn said that it's going to be tough for a gay white man to win in the South, he was telling the truth. And maybe some people may think that was being like he was being homophobic in that, but that's pretty much the truth. So I don't expect too much. You know what I'm saying? What's going on to my other moderator? I see you finally tuned in. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on down there. But Andrew Yang, they They got him up out of there. I'm gonna be surprised to see that maybe Tulsi Gabbard drops her race as well. There's no way that she's winning. Michael Bennett, I didn't even know that he was still in the race. Deval Patrick got a few votes. I don't know why he's in it. Some of these people just need to go ahead and drop out. This is to me, be honest, even Liz Warren can go ahead and drop out. Biden can go ahead and drop out as well. I guess they're gonna try to wait to see what happens in Nevada and South Carolina with the black vote. But I don't see a path for Warren. I really don't. Like she's coming fourth place in both places. And if you can't win in the neighboring state to you, and you let Klobuchar come in from the Midwest, that's not good. Strategy-wise, that's not good. And she don't have a firewall in the South, so I don't know where her it's not like she's Sanders or Biden. So I don't see where she can even be competitive anywhere. I mean, all she's doing is staving off some delegates, but that's about it. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, next week, hopefully I go back to what I was supposed to be doing today, which was talk about political strategy, going into like how to, divvy up data for your areas and pull it up and stuff like that. But I just wanted to come to y'all with that James Carville video and show y'all what exactly how these white Democrats think about us and what they think about the black vote. So tune in next week. Hopefully I'll be back 9:15 next week. I think this stream was better. Like I think it didn't break up or nothing, right? This is better stream. This is a better software. Wait for one of my moderators to comment. Let me know, did I fade out at any time? Did it break up? Great. Okay, cool. Yep, thanks. The best so far. Alrighty. Hey, but y'all know what to do though, man. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the bell, hit the like button, share this video, put it out on YouTube. I mean, share this video from YouTube to your channels on Facebook and all your social media. Let's get more people in. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. That's what I'm trying to get to. Hopefully I'll be there by midsummer. Let's see if I can get there. I'm over. Hey, I grew the channel to almost 150 subscribers in a month. So, if I keep that up, hey, I'll be at 300 by the end of next month, and we can keep going and build this channel so I can have at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer when we get hot and heavy into the primaries and the convention and all that stuff. But like I said, like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications and let you know when I come live. I do this every Tuesday night at 9:15. I'm gonna be bringing some more guests on. I haven't brought a guest on in a minute, so I'm gonna pick somebody to bring on. Probably my homegirl Friday Jones. I see she's in the chat. Probably bring Friday on next. When they get ready to talk about California and the California primaries, I'll probably have you come on Friday. And we can discuss California politics because she's knee deep in California politics, so she knows how the parties align out there. Bring her on and she can discuss that. I want to bring on, Tamara Shealy on. She's running for Senate down in Georgia. She has a lot of opposition against her. She's the only ADOS candidate that's running for Senate in that race. She has it all over her platform. We got to support our sister. We got to support her. We got Jacory that is running down in Louisville. He's running for city council. We got Kofi running for city council in Baltimore. Terry Perry is running for, I think, city council in Los Angeles. Y'all vetting folks Saturday? Great. Yeah, vetting process. And we got some stuff going on here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm gonna go knee deep in what's going on in Columbus. Columbus is a crazy dynamic right now, and there is a big faction that is split down the middle. It's about to be some total chaos next month in Columbus politics. Because this is about to get funky. This is about to be ooh, it might split the party up. This might destroy the entire Democratic Party. What's going on here? So I'm gonna bring that live as it goes on and kind of bring it out, which I'll see in local politics. Let's have a good conversation. Yeah. It's some crazy stuff going on. I'm telling you, hey, this is about to get real here. So, if y'all got topics, that y'all want me to discuss, if it's things that y'all don't understand, hit me on Twitter. My it would be in the description. It's at, I'm gonna post my Twitter handle in the description real quick. Find me on Twitter. If you're not friends with me on Twitter, hit me up. Send me a DM. If you don't follow me on Twitter, send me a DM. I'll respond to it. If it's something that you want me to discuss, I'll bring it on my show. Like I said, I should be back with part 3 of the political 101 strategy. We're gonna get into some vetting some candidates and all that good stuff, and talk about data. So see y'all next week. God bless you all. Y'all have a good week, and I'll check y'all out next Tuesday.